Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it peaceful?
Yeah, it's something.
It's wonderful, I think.
Yeah, the sky is really sky-colored.
And there's a fence right there.
Yeah.
With some kind of stuff behind it. Maybe trash.
Don't go
Maybe
in there.
treasure.
There's a dog, probably.
A dog?
I imagine.
Well, it's not a video about dogs.
Not yet.
It's the Sometimes Vlog. I almost couldn't do the beginning part.
Yeah.
Because of the laughter.
Yeah. I understand.
About not yet with the dog video.
Yeah.
It could end up that way. I was just sitting here.
Yeah.
That's the way they say, sitting in the South.
Just sitting here by honest play.
I just sitting here on the porch of the city.
Yeah.
The city's porch. Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. Let's get it started.
And party harder.
Something in here.
With the nay.
Y'all gonna remember.
Every time.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna have that music for a while now. I was just sitting here on the porch of the city, which is a curb, and I had said to Tyler, "What are we talking about on this vlog?" And he's like, I said, "I don't even know," and he goes, "We never know."
That's true. Yep. By honest pluck, we're just sitting here on the stoop for a spell.
By honest what?
Pluck.
What does that mean?
Well, I mean context.
By honest pluck?
Yeah, it means like by the luck of the draw.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
man.
like that.
Sounds like something out of Huck Finn, right?
If I start to use that, I want full credit.
Well, I didn't make it up.
Well, you sounded like you made it up a lot.
It's a real Southern term.
So I just walked right here to Rod's Liquor in the Orange Circle in Orange, California, and purchased myself, as you do at Rod's Liquor,
Yeah, sometimes.
some Mountain Dew, a delicious, nutritious beverage that I drink every day to stay healthy, strong, and keep a great smile.
You're finally old enough to buy Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I was really excited about getting this Mountain Dew. Tyler, I offered to buy him a beverage. He turned me down, and instead he went for the classic 4-pack of TP. What is it?
Bath tissue.
Emerald toilet paper.
Emerald bath tissue.
Why do they call it bath tissue?
Well, I mean, it's very literal.
You factually never use that in the bath. How is it literal?
Well, it's bathroom tissue.
Yeah, but you don't use it in the bath.
You could.
You use it around your face and your other
Well, you go to Rod's,
cheeks.
you pick up some adult beverages, you get some bath tissue.
What's it? Ooh.
You get in the bath and you just see what happens. You never know, man. It's a pretty wild and crazy.
Pick up a copy of National Geographic and just go full toilet paper travel. I mean, full bath tissue.
It's possible after a couple of adult beverages.
What do you use toilet paper for besides the obvious?
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're like, man, my drain doesn't work. And I need to soak up all this water in the tub.
I have done that.
So what are you going to do? You're going to grab some bath tissue.
For the bath.
Boom.
You nailed it.
Sponges only get so much. So
I use it whenever I've shaved with like a beard trimmer or an electric razor of some kind.
You cut yourself?
And if I'm just lazy and I don't want to use a, like a razor or something, I'll use it to like wipe out the hair from the sink.
Oh, that's smart.
It's better than using a washcloth that you then have to wash because you just chuck that bath tissue in the toilet and flush it. The thing about toilet paper is that you can flush it down the toilet. I thought that was the whole point.
Yeah, I'm amazed at how much groceries you can buy at a liquor store.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can buy a hell of a lot of groceries at the liquor store.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Toothpaste I got from the liquor store once. Like any kind of stuff you can think of.
When I lived in Long Beach, I used to walk from my house to the liquor store to get milk, to buy toilet paper if I ran out, or sometimes to just take it from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sometimes
but I was poor. I had no money. To buy toothpaste, what else did I buy there? One time I bought dish soap. I know that. I bought a sponge. I think I actually bought a loofah from a liquor store on the corner of Falcon and Broadway in Long Beach, California once. It was called Falcon Liquor. I bought all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah.
I think I bought A&W root beer there once too, but I think that's a more normal thing.
You can probably buy A&W there all the time. But yeah, man,
yeah,
liquor
that's
stores,
probably a pretty normal thing.
I don't really want to get into it, but there are probably people that use liquor stores as grocery stores.
Well, I just said I did.
Yeah.
Kinda. I mean, I bought my ramen there
I mean,
too.
there's probably more people that use it as a one-stop shop if you follow me.
What is that? I don't understand.
Well, sometimes things aren't going well.
Yeah, I know. Like when I lived in Long Beach,
well,
things weren't going well. I lived in Long Beach.
Some people maybe need to use it as a little bit of anesthesia for their heart.
Like if they're sad, they go to the liquor store and they buy their toothpaste and it makes them feel better?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Kinda. Look at what I got. Do you even pick up trash at Disneyland, bro?
I never do, man. It's cool.
Well, I do sometimes. And
You're
then
a volunteer sweeper?
Yeah. Do you even volunteer? I volunteer.
As a sweeper?
I volunteer. Well, I don't sweep. They don't actually give you a broom.
Oh.
They give you that sticker when you like throw your trash away and you're a kid, or if you're a grown up and you like pick up extra trash. They actually just kind of look at you like, why'd you do our job?
You're a Disney legend now, of the sweeper kind.
Yeah, I'm right there with Harrison Ford, and Johnny Depp, John Lasseter, and me, the guy that picked up a couple of stray napkins on Big Thunder Trail.
John Lasseter was a deep cut there, man. That was a good pull. John Lasseter.
Well, he just became a Disney legend
a
while ago.
Your average viewer probably isn't going to know John Lasseter. They're going to be like, was he one of the doctors?
And what, in Dr. Seuss?
Yeah, in Dr. Seuss, the show.
Yeah. So, Tyler,
yeah,
you still haven't watched Doctor Who?
I've never seen 1 second of that show.
Why?
It just doesn't seem like something that would tickle my fancy.
What if it did tickle your fancy?
I just highly doubt it.
What if it made your happiness complete?
I mean, then I would change my tune, but like, I don't know, man.
Lately, everyone has been asking me, all of you guys have been asking me, where's Tyler?
Yeah, the answer's right here.
The answer is, he has been living with this family for 6 months. Yeah. That's little Jimmy there. He takes little Jimmy to soccer practice. He cleans up Jennifer's messes. She's an awful housekeeper.
She is a bit of a mess.
She's sloppy. And Bill over there, he goes to work at an important
business store.
I think it's Business Incorporated.
Yeah.
And their neighbors, Sally and Jim.
Yeah, also Jim.
Over here. Yeah, also Jim. Yeah. Have frisbee golf games with them all the time, and they need somebody just to manage what's going on. So Tyler's been living there on and off the last several months, researching a novel he's working on called Frederick, and it was named after this man here.
Yeah.
That's an album cover right there.
I mean, yeah, you kind of spoiled everything I've been working on for half a year. But
well, it's okay. It's okay. When we get the novel, it'll all be worth the spoilers.
That's true. Look for it in the stores.
How do you feel about Star Wars Land?
People have been asking me that a lot, and I feel like...
You're not really invested in Disneyland, I don't think.
Yeah. The
way, like, a really crazy nerd is.
Right.
Like, you're more of a casual...
Yeah, that's fair.
...goer to Disneyland. You're not like you're not there every day. Like, no. I love Big Thunder goats so much.
Yeah.
I feel like you grew up with a lot of goats.
Yeah, actually,
some goats.
My grandfather raised goats.
Okay, so you had some goats.
Yeah.
The average amount of goats for Dalton, Georgia. Or was that Dalton, or where we're talking?
That's Dalton.
Dalton.
Yeah.
Georgia goats.
Yeah.
And
Goat Man was famous.
So I feel like you're not that worried about whether or not the petting zoo stays. So it's just a land of Star Wars is coming to Disneyland. You're not worried about what's going. You're just only concerned with what's coming.
Yeah, because people have asked me, and I'm like, that seems like a question that answers itself. You're telling me there's going to be a Star Wars-based theme park in Anaheim? Why wouldn't I be stoked about that? Like, that's amazing.
The only bad part for me is that it's going to probably make Disneyland a bit more crowded. So I'm really hoping that infrastructure work comes first.
But they're not getting rid of Toontown anymore, right?
No. So they're gonna put a parking garage in and a sky bridge over harbor, so it's faster to park and go to the park.
That's amazing.
And they're supposed to like build more infrastructure, better gate system, and
it'll take 10 years
and stuff like that. They have to start construction before the end of 2017, which I think we'll see it way before then. And so they have to start construction by then, according to the permits, and they have to be complete. They have to be done with all the improvements by 2024.
So 9 years.
As it stands. So maximum 9 years, minimum 2 years.
Right, so I'll be in my mid-30s by the time it's done, theoretically.
You could, theoretically, it could be a decade before you and I are sitting on a step in Star Wars Land without the first opening year crowd having a weird sundown conversation about God knows what.
Yeah. Are they going to do Toy Story Land too? Is that a thing?
That's in Disney World. Which is kind of weird. Toy Story Land, I'm going to switch sides with you just because I can switch arms and my arms aren't strong. They're weak. Because I've been glutened a lot lately. Like, it just keeps happening. I'm worried.
You've been poisoned?
Today I got some seasoning stuff that I put on some food. Like, I'll just put a little dash of this seasoning. I've used it before and been okay. And I looked at it and it was like, it may contain wheat.
Yeah.
So may contain wheat. So the last time I was okay and this time I wasn't because of cross-contamination. I might have just touched something that was breadcrumbs. I don't know. But I got really sick
celiac, man.
earlier today. And it wiped me out. I couldn't go to a friend's dinner party.
Oh, somebody was having a dinner party?
Yeah, Count Stankus was having a dinner party. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. He didn't want you to know.
I don't know Count Stankus, so I was not.
That's why he didn't want you to know. He was like, I really don't want a bunch of strangers there with their glasses on, criticizing everything I do. Mm-hmm. You know, as you would.
That's fair.
When you go to a stranger's dinner party.
Mm-hmm. I do that.
He's like, I wouldn't want him judging my house or checking for termites or whatever it is that people do in the homes of where they're guests. I don't know. I've never been a guest.
Comments.
I've never been a guest in someone's home, so I wouldn't know how to behave myself. So
that's just my nervous reaction. Is to just start making fun of everything.
Yeah, that's true. I like that about you, though.
Yeah. It's not mean-spirited, it's just like a security blanket.
I just have been looking for offices.
Oh, my DVDs?
No.
Oh.
The Office.
Oh.
Which is probably even more confusing, actually, to phrase it that way immediately afterwards. You said DVDs. Got the U.S. television show, which was not only far superior to the British show, in my humble opinion. Don't you think?
I don't know.
Dude, seasons 1 through 3 of the U.S. Office versus seasons 1 through 3 of the British Office.
We're talking, well, there was only like, 14 episodes of the British one?
It's 3 seasons. But I don't know how many episodes there were. But let's just go pound for pound, 3 seasons versus 3 seasons. What's better?
I mean, just 3
Steve
for
Carell.
3. U.S. is better in the first 3 seasons.
Jim.
U.K. is better overall.
Jenna Fisher, Jim.
I do love
Steve
Jenna
Carell.
Fisher.
Others.
Hey, let me ask you a serious office question.
Mindy Kaling.
Because it's been freaking me out.
BJ Novak.
Well, I could maybe.
Jose Canseco.
Yeah, I remember when he was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's a serious office question. Okay.
I don't know where they keep the staplers.
Would you?
Oh, I see what you mean.
Would you rather go on a date? Okay, 2-parter. With Pam or Karen?
Do I have to answer the first part?
Yeah.
Would I rather go on a date with Pam or a date with Karen?
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather go on a date with Pam.
Okay. Would you rather go on a date with Jenna Fisher or Rashida Jones? That's the second part.
Japaneser.
Oh, well, you have to choose between one.
No, you don't if you say Japaneser. That's the rules of Japaneser. Why? Wait, explain.
Well, because I was having this weird crisis where in that world, in the Dunder Mifflin Scranton world, my choice...
In the office world, it's Pam.
It's Pam, but in real life, Jenna Fisher or Rashida Jones, I go Rashida Jones.
Why? Yeah, I just want to know why now. I can clearly see that you're asking me so you could answer.
No, I wanted your answer.
You want to answer the question.
No, I wanted your answer.
I can feel in your heart that you would love to talk about how much
I don't
you
have
like
an explanation.
Rashida?
Rashida.
Okay.
Rashida?
I don't know.
I think it's Rashida.
Okay.
Okay, one more part to that. Would you rather go on a date with Pam or Ann Perkins?
Pam, still Pam.
I'm gonna go Ann Perkins on that.
Still Pam from The Office. Can I choose April Ludgate?
Yeah, let's throw April in
there. Let's just take April Ludgate. Yeah. Everyone's gonna pick April Ludgate.
April wins every time.
The April and Andy story is a love story for the generation.
Kind of better than Jim and Pam. On par.
On par.
Yeah.
So I have been looking for The Office.
Yeah.
I don't have the money for this yet, especially not now, because I just spent a whole bunch of money on a coming up project that I can't talk about.
Top secret.
But it's super hot lately, and Adam and I have been talking about collaborating on this, and we're going to maybe go to some cooler climbs, just putting some miles under the old tires in a place where there could be campfires involved.
Let me ask you this question.
I can't say anything else.
Are there any? Could it be a filming location that you're going to be?
That
you're going to be going.
We're going too far.
To?
We're going too far.
Okay. I honestly don't know what it is.
We're going too far. Actually, roads. I don't know why I said miles on the road, because where we're going. Okay, so I don't want to get in too deep, but I've just got no money. But I have been looking at offices. People don't really realize this because they always ask, why don't you guys do some more podcasts or some more other kinds of videos? I'm always out and about when I do the vlogs. Like right now we're sitting on a curb. You've got roommates.
I do.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's Adam or who it is, or your lady roommater.
Yeah, or Madam.
Or Madam the Woo, or your lady friend.
Yeah.
Donovan.
Devonina.
Yeah, Devonina.
Devonina. It's getting pretty serious.
And me, I don't have my own place.
Yeah.
Because if you go back and you look at the origins of the Quest for Positivity video, or any of those videos, you'll understand that I was had celiac disease, or I was really sick for years and years and years. Yep. Didn't have a normal job, and then I was a stay-at-home person and worked all these weird things. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The long and short of it is I got divorced, I lost my house, my car, my everything.
Yep.
So I've been building a whole new life. I do not live on my own right now. Right. And the house that I live in, you can't make noise in.
Right.
It's a place you go to be quiet and sleep, and then you get up and you leave.
That is true.
So there's no place to reliably set up equipment like a green screen or a podcast equipment or something like that, where we can go at like 2 in the morning and just party down and make some noise and get creative. There's no spot.
There is no spot.
So either I need to make twice as much money somehow, eventually. This is not in a hurry or anything. And get like an apartment or something where there's some permanent space there. Or in the meantime, I started realizing, I thought, what about a storage space? Oh, there's no electricity, and you can't go in at 24 hours sometimes. Yeah. And there's weird people like throwing trash in dumpsters, and they're always having wars in storage spaces.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of wars, dude. It's a war-torn area.
A lot of, So I thought to myself, what is the like indoor equivalent of a storage area that would be cheap? And I realized offices are that way. Yeah. And I thought offices must be expensive, right? Because business people have offices. They have ties.
Yeah.
And many fine leather books.
Loafers.
Loafers? Yeah, I don't even know what a loafer is.
Oh, it's somewhere to store your pennies.
Okay, well that's why I don't have any, so that makes a lot of sense why I wouldn't know. Let's go towards the corner, because this is getting, I like how Orange is getting weird. It's coming alive. Orange, California, coming alive. There's some muscle guys walking around. We have a bunch of people from Chapman University down the road who are coming to different bars over here to get drunk. It is Saturday night, so Tyler and I may experience some crazy people. Yeah. If we do, just remember we can't control what happens on the vlog. We can only control ourselves. Just like you can't control.
I can handle them.
Yeah, you can't control your negative circumstances. You can't control what your brother Tito did when he slapped you in the face, but you can control your reaction to it. And she used to be positive. Look at. Okay, so anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, so then I started looking into offices. Like, I bet they're really expensive. No, I've actually found a couple of offices in some weird spots for less than $500 a month.
Pretty good.
Compare that to a storage unit where you just keep stuff and you don't go anywhere, being $250, $300, $400, $500 a month, or an extra garage sometimes to park your boat in would be $500 a month or something. So I started thinking that's not too bad, including internet and electricity, and in some cases including like a desk or others. Man, it got so loud, so gradual. Look at, are we gonna get our stoop? We got our stoop, hey! We got our stoop like right here.
Yeah.
This is a historic building that's going to be restored. They're going to turn it into something, I forget what.
Stoop corner.
I don't think it's a Starbucks. I can't remember what it is.
It needs to be. They don't have it.
I think it's like a Pete's Coffee.
Yeah.
Or something. It's going to be here. I'm not even kidding. It might be another coffee place. So the Orange Circle might end up having a Starbucks there, a Starbucks over there, and a Pete's Coffee here.
Hopefully it's just a Starbucks.
Wouldn't it be great if there was a third Starbucks? It wasn't even on another corner.
No, it's just right here.
Just here, so that they were both in the same.
Hey, let me ask you this, man.
So I've been looking for an office. Just considering it for the future, because otherwise I got to get out of where I live and live somewhere better with a garage that I can use all the time. Or, and people have offered like, hey, I've got a garage. I'm throwing this out there for a reason, because people have offered like, I've got this garage. We wouldn't want it to be somewhere residential where other people live there.
Yeah, we would have weird hours that we'd be keeping.
It would be super weird hours. People are like, I wouldn't mind, but we would. But you would, and we would, because if we were like, yeah, we're gonna go in there and get weird.
Yeah.
Then someone else was there that we like felt bad about it, because you and I are both neurotic.
Yeah, that's true.
We would both convince ourselves that the person was feeling weird about it
and just didn't want to say anything.
And then we would get weird about it first.
Yeah, you guys think you would want us around all the time, but you would not.
You definitely wouldn't want Tyler around all the time. He's always pooping.
Yep.
That's a place that's a joke I've never gone to before, but it's true.
Not really.
Well, where's the bathroom in someone's garage? This is the thing.
We pick a corner.
If you let somebody use your garage, we pick a corner?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we'd have to do, poop corner. You establish a poop corner.
Yep.
But, what?
You got to.
Everybody.
I got poop corners in case the Armageddon
happens. They're looking at us like, you guys are using the P word. Everybody poops.
That's true. There's a book about it.
That lady definitely poops.
Well, she just came from a good one.
Okay, Okay, no more potty humor. Right, that's beneath us. Hello.
Hey, here's a question though, man. What stops somebody from just moving into the office space that they rent?
Laws.
Is it illegal?
Yeah, I think it's zoning.
Okay.
And probably the building manager would be very upset about your cot and the odor.
Apartment rentals, well, maybe you're just a hard worker.
Well, maybe you just eat a lot of curry lunch.
Yeah, apartment rentals are like outrageous in Southern California.
Where I live,
Mm-hmm.
it's so expensive I'll never be able to live there. Here in Orange, ideally I would really like to live in the Orange Circle. I have no idea what it costs to live right there, say above Felix's Continental Cafe.
Probably a pretty good amount.
But I would love to live there if I could. I would live in a humble apartment. I just want to live like, close to Disneyland and close to here and not in a murdery place.
Yeah, that's all anyone wants.
Some place where your car will never get broken into because there are armed guards, gates, a lush lawn with fountains and statuary.
Yeah.
Topiaries. A driver.
Yeah, of course.
It's nothing too fancy.
No, just
but it's
humble living situation.
I think a one-bedroom apartment, the average for a one-bedroom apartment in a nice apartment community or a nice place, about $1,500.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
$1,500.
That's a lot of money, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you can find sometimes houses for rent for about $2,000. Then you're gonna have to figure out who's gonna split it with you. You're gonna have to do the roommate thing. Like you got lucky with that.
Yeah.
You got a good roommate situation going on. What do you guys pay? A little over $1,000, right? Each? So that it ends up being,
Well, that's somewhere around the number.
Well, there's a lot of people living there, so it's split up a lot of ways. That's what I'm saying.
There's 4 of us living there.
I'm pointing out that's cheap.
Yeah.
I'm pointing out that's cheap.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure the average they said for an apartment now is $1,800 and up.
Woo! That's a lot of money.
So the moving out thing's not gonna. So $500 for an office space and stay where I'm staying.
That you might live in.
Well, I'm just saying it might be kind of cool to.
I don't live here. I'm just a hard worker.
Well, you and I have lots of other ideas that are not Disneyland related.
That's true.
And there's just some other things.
Almost 2 ideas.
We just don't have the space. Yeah. So people have offered. So anyway, the reason why I'm throwing it out there is because maybe somebody is like this. Maybe somebody's like, well, hey guys, I own a Xerox repair shop.
Ever heard of it?
We have 2 rooms, conference room or something in the back of our building that after 6, you guys could have the key and come in and knock yourselves out all night. You could leave your stuff in there, no one would molest it, and you could just have to leave by 8 in the morning or, whatever.
Go crazy. Half an hour.
Go crazy
every 2 weeks.
because it's you guys.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to put that on Craigslist.
Right.
They're not going to rent it out to someone else because who's going to come in and rent it? Maybe they'd be like, for $100 every month. We'll let you come in and use our building. It's already there. It's already got guard dogs and topiaries.
And a driver.
Possibly.
His name is Uber.
Mm-hmm. So. Nice fella, Uber.
Yep.
We talked about nothing for a while. You got anything on your mind? Anything?
Pretty much just that van.
Wow, Octopus's Garden. That does not sound like a euphemism for anything.
I'm pretty sure that's that guy's weird grindcore metal band.
Yeah. So this is kind of a more. What?
What?
I just
doom metal.
That took me a minute to process. Doom metal band called Octopus's Garden?
Yeah, there's another genre of metal I'm not saying that is what it actually is.
I don't know.
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have anything on my mind.
This is just you and me talking for 25 minutes. Mostly me talking about the office. But that's been a lot on my mind, so I've been looking at them a lot. And there's a lot of them. I'm not there yet, but hopefully, just to quell the questions of how come you guys don't do this or this? Space. Time.
Yeah.
Well, let's just look at the people who are walking by. Tyler, what have you been thinking about? What have you been working on? What's going on in Tyler's life?
Hello. Been working a lot more.
On your memoirs?
No, at my job, which has been no fun. Been working on the stand-up a little bit.
Oh yeah, the stand-up comedy. When are we all going to get to see Tyler stand-up comedy?
I'm thinking maybe November, but don't hold me to that.
We are now officially all going to hold you to that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do a birthday show or something.
A birthday show? Your birthday's November 2nd, though.
Yeah.
That's so soon.
That's coming up.
Now, Tyler has a birthday coming up. You could probably send him mail somewhere.
To the P.O. box.
Yeah, you can send it to me, I guess. Yeah. I'll give it to him.
I'm not going to give you my address.
But I definitely would like just presents for no reason, so
yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there.
Well,
if presents are being distributed.
If they send me birthday presents, I'm sure you'll keep.
Let's switch again because I feel uncomfortable. I feel like if you're on the right of me, it's like saying you're my right-hand man, and it's not giving you your due as an equal friendship.
Right.
So there's children running around the circle, the orange circle here. And there is an old legend about children who were playing in the plaza and were run over by cars in the 1930s and still appear after dark as phantom children, ghosts.
Well, that'd be them.
It could have been them.
You ever seen the movie The Phantom with Billy Zane?
That is a heck of a good movie.
It's pretty fun, isn't it?
Dude,
Ghost
Phantom with Billy Zane, the first Zorro movie.
Oh, yeah.
At that time. I didn't ever see the second one, did you?
No.
Because why would you?
Yeah.
Why do you need it?
Yeah.
The Saint with Val Kilmer.
Oh, The Saint, dude, I forgot.
There's a lot of weird, forgotten... I don't know about Zorro being so forgotten, but there's a lot of weird, forgotten movies around that time. Some cool, fun adventures.
Yeah, dude.
That were pretty neat.
The Saint is so good.
Saint
like, no one's
good.
ever heard of that movie. It's so good.
Val Kilmer should rise again someday.
Yeah, that's one of his best movies. Like, Doc Holliday and Tombstone's like #1, but The Saint might be #2.
If any of you are friends with Val Kilmer...
as we all are.
Just, can you tell him that we need to hang out with him?
Yeah.
It's important, because Val Kilmer had a MySpace. For a minute, Val Kilmer started to create acoustic music.
As you do.
As you do when you're like a Hollywood actor that didn't work for a long time by choice, because he lived on a weird ranch in New Mexico and he really wasn't doing that much, and so he was just making weird acoustic music. And he made a MySpace page for it, and I'll be jiggered if there weren't like 800 friends on it, like nobody at that time. And my band at that time had like 10 or 13,000 MySpace friends. Were they friends? I can't remember what they were.
I don't know.
Yeah, friends? I don't remember.
Yeah,
but
was Val in your top 8?
So, well, here's the thing. So I sent him a message, and I was like, "This isn't the real Val Kilmer, is it?" And then it was right after that MySpace created like what Twitter has, the little verified thing, and they verified his page, and he's like, "No, it's me, man. I've been working on this music." So I honestly did listen to it and was like, "Well, this is pretty cool. I make some music," and we had this little back and forth after that verification, the page went and Val Kilmer got like a bazillion people, and then also MySpace became it made
Facebook.
It made its mistakes, and it knows what it did.
Tom has a Facebook.
And then later, you know, Val Kilmer had always had this reputation for, I don't care about Hollywood, I live in the desert and I don't even care, and he's just like sort of the cool rebel that he didn't care, that he just didn't care.
Yeah.
And
didn't care.
He didn't care.
Didn't care.
He was your Huckleberry, and then he wasn't.
Yep.
And then I saw him as Mark Twain. I saw that performance. He wants to make a movie about Mark Twain and Mary Baker Eddy, which is fine, I guess.
Yeah. Not the best subject for a movie, maybe
not.
Yeah.
But it's okay. But then Val Kilmer also has this reputation in Hollywood of being the most horrible person to work with. But in my experience, seeing his Q&A questions when he did the Mark Twain thing, and my limited interaction with him online, sending messages to the guy,
pretty
and
nice
then
guy, seems
some
like.
things that other people have told me who have run into Val Kilmer, he's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
So now I want to know, is Val Kilmer a jerk, or is he super cool? Or is he just a person who's a mix of both like the rest of us?
Could be depending on the decade or the circumstances.
Or is he an octopus?
In a garden. I'd rather see a Mark Twain movie just about the Hannibal years.
I would love to see a Mark Twain biopic.
Yeah.
Or biopic, as Tyler says.
Yeah.
About his formative years in Hannibal,
just
Missouri.
Hannibal.
And then another one, a sequel.
Yeah, part 2.
About his years as a riverboat pilot.
Yeah.
Only, beginning with the Civil War where he has to abscond, and then a whole other sequel just about him in the West.
Yeah, you know what I want?
Bro.
I want a 3-part trilogy that takes place before he ever writes his first book.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just Mark Twain, young Twain. And there's honestly enough material there. And those books in their day over 100 years ago were super huge bestsellers that covered those eras. Tom Sawyer, ever heard of it?
Yeah, last scene of the last movie is him getting on the ship for Innocence Abroad.
Boom, sucker!
Ew.
Drop the pen, drop the quill pen.
Yep.
Cause you done.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm done.
Yep. Hello. Hey.
And then if we have to make a 4th movie, it's just about the following the equator tour.
The girl in the front that I said hello to was not friendly. She did not even look down at me. She gave me the glance down like, how dare you?
Yeah.
And the girl behind her waited like until she was past before I turned the camera around, and then she was like, hello, like, ooh.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Maybe her friend is having a bad day, and I hope it gets better.
Some people do.
Some people have what?
Had a bad day.
Made a mercy. Have mercy.
So nailed it. We know the words. Pretty good.
We know all about bad. I've been having some bad days, man.
Yeah?
There's a lot of trolls.
Oh, like Troll 2?
No, some in real life, mostly real life, but then there's just like people who come out of the woodwork after like months that you're like, just have to say negative stuff. Here's the interesting part. People were asking me this last night on Periscope. Boy, this is a weird conversation. Are you still with us?
Well, I'm still.
If you're still with us in this vlog, just leave a comment. And you leave a comment anyways.
Yeah.
But just type Lewinsky. We'll know what that means.
Right.
Wait, what does that mean?
Well, I guess
it sounded good though.
We'll assign meaning to it later.
Okay, we'll figure it out later. No, type smile.
Yeah. Smilinski.
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 Any spelling you want.
However that feels.
Traditional spelling for Smilinski.
I forget where I was going before that, though.
If you're still with us.
Yeah, but before that. Before that.
We were talking about
the lyrics, Oh, I was saying that I was finding it interesting. I was talking about on Periscope last night.
Yeah.
Periscope name.
Oh yeah,
Trolls. Twitter Justin Scar. Yeah, I was finding it interesting that the only people who hate me are people who don't know me at all.
Oh,
I think that's generally true of most people who hate people, but there's some people who just hate people they know. I could know you really well, and if I hated you, it would be a profound hate.
Yeah, I know.
Because I know you really well, so I would have I would be able to do it deeply.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's almost nobody that I actually hate. Maybe nobody.
I don't hate anybody.
Yeah.
And there are literally people who want. There's at least one person who wants to just factually wring my neck.
Yeah.
For no reason. Well, for a fake reason that has nothing to do with reality.
Yeah.
And I just don't even hate that person. I have no hate in my heart. But I was thinking it's interesting. There's two people who hate me and one person who hates me most of the time. And those people all just really don't know me.
Yeah.
One person I've never even spoken to hates me. One person I've spoken to once hates me. And one person I speak to on a fairly regular basis, but they just never have made an effort to actually get to know me because they hate me too much.
Yeah. People just decide to hate. It's weird.
It is weird.
They just assign it.
Dislike is different. You don't have to like anybody. And you don't have to be liked by everybody. That's okay. Maybe there's a person that you really like them, but you don't want to be around them. Yeah. That's okay too. Maybe there's a person maybe this guy here and his family are super nice, but maybe they're the most annoying people in the world, like me.
Maybe.
I am the most annoying. I'm up there. So maybe you like them a lot, you think they're swell, but you don't want to go to their birthday parties.
Yeah.
You just don't want to go to their birthday parties. That's fine. And maybe they don't show up to your birthday parties because they're just not feeling it.
Yeah.
And you have to let it go and not get angry. You got to go, well,
yeah.
If those people didn't want a birthday party with me, I didn't want them at my birthday party anyway.
Yeah, they don't have to.
And then you got to find a cat or something else to party with. I've been there. I've been where I have no friends. I have a lot of buddies and no friends.
I know exactly what you mean.
You got a lot of buddies, a lot of hey, a lot of hugs.
Yeah.
And in the moment, even though you have friends that are your friends in other seasons and times and contexts, in that moment you're friendless.
Yeah.
You ever been there?
I've been there a bunch.
You got a lot of friends and a lot of buddies, and you can still be totally friendless. And people who don't have very many friends at all really don't understand that. They feel like they understand loneliness. That's not true.
A lot of people are in that situation and don't even realize it. They kind of don't know the difference.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't. They wonder why there's this hole there in their lives, and it's because they don't have any friends.
Yeah.
They have a lot of friends, but they don't have any friends.
Buddies are kind of like work friends almost.
Yeah, but they extend out into your personal life.
I'm not saying your buddies are your work.
What's really weird is there's a lot of people. It's not weird. There's a lot of people that factually have no friends.
Yeah.
Like nobody.
Well.
Like me. No. There's people who just literally have nobody ever to talk to ever. Like they'll go to McDonald's hoping that somebody in the line will just say hello to them that day.
Yeah, some people don't want any though.
Some people don't want any, but there's some people who are so desperate for human contact and don't know how to get it. So they'll do one. I've noticed this over the years. They'll do one of two. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah. They'll do one of two things, which is they'll either.
Yeah. Either.
They'll either try too hard.
Yeah, that's the majority.
That once you've talked to them, they will be your best buddy that day.
Yeah.
Thus turning off every kind of average person will go,
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly, I'll get along better with somebody who sort of dislikes me than somebody who,
yeah.
You talk to me, so we will be best friends, and I will have a lot of physical touching of you.
Yeah.
It's overstimulating.
I have more fun just with the banter sometimes.
Yeah, it overstimulates me. And I go, I don't know. And then there's people who will do the opposite, like, I really don't know what to say.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking to like about walking up to Tom Cruise and doing that. To normal people, to their neighbor.
Yeah.
I feel like sad for those people. I feel like that's a lot of times when I see people just like looking at me from across the room, and I don't think they want to kill me. I'll be like, yo.
Right.
Just to see what happens, because I feel like a lot of times people just really want to say hi. Or if somebody's like trying to make weird small talk at the gas station counter when you're trying to buy your Butterfingers.
Put other logos.
I always try to answer them and be like, heck yeah, man, I love a good Butterfinger.
Yeah.
Or a whatchamacallit, never had one of those, can't have them now because of wheat, but man, I used to chow down.
Yeah. And then they'll go home and text their mom.
They will. They'll go home, Mom, I made a friend today.
Yeah. That's cool.
I feel like here's the challenge for all of us in our hearts, in our minds, and our actions. Next time somebody's trying to make weird conversation in public, instead of being like, weird, guys, why is that guy talking to me? Just say hello. Just talk to them. Yeah, say stuff back to them.
Might save somebody's life, dude.
Maybe. You might stop somebody from watching the Jersey Shore and thus save their life.
That's true. That's all you gotta do, man. Just be friendly.
Or maybe just, you know, someone like that's like, dude, we should hang out sometime. Maybe call them back this week. Hang out with somebody you don't normally hang out with.
Call a friend you haven't talked to in a year.
I'm super shy. It takes me a really long time to make friends with somebody. A long time. That's why I don't like the thing when people are like, I just met you and I hung out with you once. We're best friends. Let me tell you about my whole life. I go, oh.
Yeah.
It takes me a while to like warm up and feel comfortable. It takes me a long time.
That's true.
Once I do feel comfortable, I'm just like hitting them in the face though.
Yeah.
No, I never do that. But I only emotionally. No. But
well done.
lately, so then I go, I got my friends. I have the friends I need, and I have the buddies that I need, but then lately I've been like, all right, let's hang out with one or two people who've been trying for kind of a while, and I have been pleasantly surprised. Yeah. And then I'm like, well, there's some people that are like, it's not so bad. Like even people that are like my buddies for a while, like Jay Cody.
Yeah.
Buddy for a long time, and then like when I went out to dinner with Jay Cody the other day. I don't usually do that. I don't go out to dinner with anybody.
Yep, it's true.
And we went out and had some tortilla joes, man, and we had a time.
I bet.
Let me tell you, we had the time.
Suntory time.
Dude, we had tacos and they were so good.
Dude, they have the best tacos there.
You weren't there.
No, I know.
I was kind of bummed out about it.
Sick, though, man.
Listen, I would like you to be at every function.
You told me not to go.
Yeah, I know, because I didn't want you to vomit.
Yeah.
At Tortilla Joe's. That would have been really not embarrassing for me actually. I would have stood by you, but I didn't want Tortilla Joe's to be ruined. Yeah. You ever have that where like you eat something that you love and you throw up and then you can't?
Yep.
You can't, or you see something super, you just can't ever again.
I usually try to jump back on the horse.
I don't want that to happen with Tortilla Joe's, man.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this.
Let me ask you this: would you drive this car around if I gave it to you for free, but you had to do it with no pants on the entire time?
Yeah, obviously.
So you would drive around in that beautiful, beautiful 1930s car if the rule was no pants and no underwear, commando.
Oh yeah, sure.
Nude.
No.
No shirt either.
No.
Okay, how about this? You could wear a what's the politically correct term for a wife beater? I don't know, like an undergarment tank top. I don't know.
We all know what we're talking
about. Well, wife beater. You wear that. Would you just only wear that?
No.
And a sock?
No, I think it'd be way funnier to just like get completely dressed up on the top half.
Like a tux?
Yeah, kind of. Like
and drive that around with a tux and just no pants?
I think that'd be amazing.
The breeze would be amazing. In the winter, though, it would be less fun.
No, yeah.
There have been some moments where this summer I have decided that I just couldn't handle pants.
Yeah.
And in public, I have worn no pants. And as a matter of fact, you guys, right now,
that's true.
Not wearing pants.
We're going there. He's not.
I'm wearing shorts!
Boom.
I never own shorts, and I'm super uncomfortable with shorts that go above the knee. When I stand up, these shorts are fine, but whenever I sit down, the shorts come up above the knee, and I feel so uncomfortable in them. I feel like a Canadian tennis player. I just don't feel right about it.
I only wear jeans, as you know.
This is a super long conversation we've been having.
It's always nice. It's always a treat.
The thing is, though, is that I might go camping or go do this trip. And I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to have a long talk with Tyler.
That's true. You and Adam are filming something in the future.
Shh, in the near future.
Yeah.
We're filming something.
In the near future, you're going back somewhere.
Eventually, it'll be in the past.
Yeah, I feel like you guys have...
Do you have any other questions for me?
I just want to keep making references to filming locations that you may or may not be going to.
If you're an avatar for my other friends here, what would you say? You've done a Periscope or two in your time. Tyler, Brett, Evans, 2 T's on Twitter and Periscope. What would you discuss? Did you see yesterday's vlog?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
You never watch the vlogs, do you?
I watch them sometimes.
Fair. It is called the Sometimes Vlog.
I don't just watch the ones.
How do you guys watch? Do you watch every day? Do you save them up and watch them all at once at the end of the week? How do you watch the Sometimes Vlog? Do you watch it on your phone? Do you watch it while you go to the bathroom? I mean, obviously the 40-minute ones you can't. But when you watch, you know, how do you do it? I used to watch the Daily Woo whenever I'd go to the bathroom because it used to be 2 or 3 minutes long. The longer it got, the more I'd have to save them up, and then I'd watch a few of them at once.
Right.
That's what I'd do. I'd go home at the end of the day, and I'd be making food or something, and I'd get the phone, or I would borrow an iPad, stick it against the wall, and like not like with tape or anything, but just lean it against the wall, and while I'm cooking food, I'll watch the Daily Woo. That's how I catch up with what Adam's got going on. But how do you watch? I'm very curious. Anyway, yesterday's vlog was weird. It was about fish. I super psyched myself out because we hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, and I was like, oh no, the pressure. You know how I do.
Yeah.
Tyler is the one person who knows that I'm sincerely concerned all the time with like, oh God, if people are watching this, they really need something good to happen. And so that's why today I was like, you know what? So yesterday was just a fish disaster. I called it the fish disaster because there was this whole vlog I wanted to film that Adam and I got all excited about this project, and we started the vlog and it just went sideways. So yesterday there was a guy, oh, that kid waved, hello. That was the sweetest thing.
He's a cool kid.
That made my day. I'm not gonna lie to you. That kid right there, walking with his dad, having a nice time. He's dressed up. They're going to some function, probably a wedding or something. There's a Masonic Hall here, and there's an Elks Lodge, and there's a VFW place, and there's all kinds of places around here with the halls and events. There's a wedding going on.
Right.
So that kid's going somewhere nice, maybe to see grandma or something. And he walked by these 2 weirdos talking to you and you nice people, and he waved to us like a friendly, hi, like a friendly person, just like hi. Look, he's gonna wave to them too. No, look how excited he was across the street. Now I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
The fish incident was almost wiped from my mind. So yesterday I filmed the vlog and it was just like I finished it and I was about to upload it and I went, bless you? Or excuse you. I don't know what happened there. Was it
just stop it?
Yeah, stop it.
Stop it.
Stop being sick.
Working on it.
Quit it. But anyway, I uploaded it because I was like, well, here's this. But we're gonna have some crazy adventures again. Yeah. Some hyper adventures. And one big thing is we do Periscope, and then it sucks the life out of you because you kind of set everything in your head and done everything that you can do, and then you get done with 5 hours last night of Periscoping, and you go, I don't know what to do with myself.
5 hours of Periscope.
I Periscoped for 5 hours last night.
That's amazing.
Safe to say I won't be doing any Periscoping anytime soon.
Yeah, fair enough.
I said everything.
You just did one with me though, not too long ago.
Oh, well, we'll probably do one after this. We could do some Periscopes.
I mean, if we got a Periscope.
But now we've just had a conversation on the stoop. People said we should have them from time to time.
And hey,
I don't know that we talked about anything deep. I never know what we talked about when we're done. People are like, remember that thing you said about how all women are beautiful if you get to know them? Which is something that I actually believe, and so do you, I know, because we've talked about that, you know, privately in the car and in that private
I was so worried about that conversation for days.
Why?
So I was like, somebody's going to take this the wrong way.
I forgot that we said it, and then people were like, I really appreciate what you said about all women being beautiful, and I went, did we say that out loud? I felt like that was super dangerous to say, not because it's not true, but because people have a tendency to look for something to take the wrong way.
Exactly, that's 100% correct. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Last night on Periscope, somebody told me an O.J. Simpson joke, and they were worried that it would be racist. So, okay, so at the risk of somebody taking things the wrong way, here was the joke. It was not my joke. Okay. It was, I was making puns about
convicted murderer O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, convicted murderer O.J. Simpson. Well, in a civil trial.
Yeah.
But I was saying, and let's not debate O.J. But I was saying, I was making, yeah, it's over. I was making lion puns.
As you do, yeah.
You know, he said he was a tiger, but he's lion.
Yeah, gotcha. I understand.
And he's like, oh, I heard a good joke.
Okay.
And I can't remember how the joke went, but it was something about what's the difference between a lion and something. It was like one is a an O.J. Simpson.
Okay.
A lion and O.J. Simpson. One's an African lion and one's a lion African.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, I don't know if I should have said that on Periscope because I thought it was racist. And I thought, who's gonna? You really have to be looking to make that racist.
Yeah, no. It's not even racist.
This is not a white guy either.
Yeah.
Or anything. It was just, there's always somebody, oh my gosh. I am stalking someone's dog. It's kind of weird and creepy, but look at this. Look at this. It's so cute. Oh, sorry about that. There were dogs.
Well, yeah, I understand.
There's always somebody who has to dig deep into your stuff.
Yeah.
And has anyone ever done that to you? Have you ever had like something you said that you thought was so banal, bland, just a thing you said without thinking about it, and somebody took it completely, like intentionally, just the wrong way?
Kinda.
Is it discussable?
No.
Can we get deep with it?
Remember that article I wrote about that folk band?
Oh, well, Tyler one time wrote an article about a band that he didn't like, and it turned out that our friend was in the band. And that caused some trouble for Tyler.
Well, it's not, there was a couple lines in there.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna say what they were.
Okay.
But people completely missed the context in which I put them and tried to label me as a sexist.
Oh, because you used some like figures of speech to describe a like. I remember what it was. Is you were saying that the type of fan or something was like the type of person who goes out and tries to like.
Yeah.
I don't know, just the attitude of, like the 80s movie jerky teen who goes out and they're just trying to get the girls and they're just trying to be all about the girls.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything sincerely. Everything is kind of a show to get the girls.
Yeah, I used the phrase I would never use. In the context demanded it basically.
Right. So you were trying to use an analogy, basically.
Exactly.
And it got taken the wrong way, and they're like, you're a jerk.
Yeah, that's all anyone focused on, the whole article for a long time.
See, that's kind of stuff happens. Weird stuff happens to me, like there's this person that I've never spoken to that super hates me that says that I am really mean and rude to people.
How would they even know?
I've never even spoken to this person in my life, and I've intentionally never replied because you just don't, people say stuff that's just not true about you. Whenever I have been actually angry at someone and rude to them, it's somebody I know, and I almost always immediately go, man, I'm sorry, that was rude.
If not immediately, it does happen.
You've known me for a long time. Have I ever just gone up to people and said rude things?
No.
Ever?
No.
And even you know that there have been people that have annoyed me who are like, man, Justin, I love you, and they've annoyed me.
I mean, you've never gone up to somebody
but even the people who have annoyed me, I've always been like, man, I can't go be rude to that person.
You usually give them plenty of chances. They're usually like, dude, if you keep doing this, like...
Tyler knows me really well. He's seen me at my worst. Like, Tyler will straight up tell me when I'm being a jerk.
Yeah.
You've seen me be a jerk.
I have seen you, yeah.
But I'm not classically known for just going around being rude to strangers.
Yeah. And I will give you this, dude.
But like obviously something I said at some point in a vlog or a video or some weird Facebook post or whatever it was got taken the wrong way, and this person has clearly convinced themselves that I'm just the meanest.
You wish they would just bring it up and be like, hey, this happened.
No, because I don't want to argue with strangers.
Oh,
that's the point.
Fair. Yeah.
Well, you had a thing, didn't you say your nan had a thing about if you argue with people, it's dumb?
Sure.
Well, there's the whole, remember this one? I think it was Mark Twain, or it doesn't even matter if it was Mark Twain. Who cares who it was? Never argue with an idiot. They will drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
Yep. And that's pretty beautiful.
So if somebody's arguing with you about something you just factually know is wrong, you're just like, well,
I try to never argue.
Look at that car. Not us. Not us, right, buddy?
That's not that car.
No, not indeed. No, I don't even have my car.
I have a truck with one taillight that's taped on.
Well, so. There you go. That's us. We don't even have an office yet.
No. I don't even own office space.
Yeah.
On DVD.
Well, when we get an office, you want to do some stuff?
Yeah.
You want to hang out?
Let's watch Office Space.
In the office space? Yeah. The other thing I was thinking is it's a perfect place to Periscope at like 2 in the morning on a random Wednesday night where you're not going to get murdered by someone on the street.
I want my office to be Don Draper exact replica.
Well, I don't know that we're going to get like multiple. It's probably just like a 10 by 10 foot room for the floor.
No, dude, let's make it full.
Like
Sterling Cooper.
I don't even think we get a window.
Full Sterling Cooper.
Well, if we get it, here's a question. If any of you have office space or have a dad who owns a company or something like that, and it has to be, I would say, within how many minutes of Disneyland?
10 to 20.
10 to 20 is pushing it.
Yeah.
10 to 20, real close. If any of you have that, give us a shout. But here's a secondary question. If we manage to pull this off somehow in the future, we're talking about the future.
Well,
no way we can pull this off soon. Tyler needs a new kidney, and I need a frying pan first. Hello. If we pull this off, will one of you help us to make it look exactly like Sterling Cooper?
Yeah.
Even though we only have about 12 by 12 feet to work with theoretically, could you do it? We gotta make it at least Mad Men themed.
Yeah.
Has to be. Discard.
Hey!
I'm from Canada. Been following you. Came to Orange Circle. I'm hoping to bump into you guys.
Are you kidding me? Look, you're
just
on a
say
vlog right now. What's your name, man?
Zaki Yaya. I
Zaki
follow you on
Yaya.
Periscope since I follow you guys all over.
Look at
That's
50
awesome.
minutes into one of the longest vlogs
Holy
ever. A
cow.
man from Calgary, Canada, runs into Tyler and I in the Orange Circle.
Rock journalist.
Yeah, that's me,
This
man.
is the
Good.
weirdest thing. We're talking about how someday we hope to have an office.
Zaki.
Zaki
Yeah.
Aya.
Yaya. It's
Oh,
with a Y.
Yaya. I thought you were
Yaya.
saying like Zachariah, but someone made a horrible
Right from
mistake.
Degrassi
Oh,
country,
yeah.
dude.
From Degrassi country.
I'm going to Disneyland on Monday. Hope to see you guys there. My family's no Tuesday.
I won't be there on Monday.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be there on Tuesday either, but I am seeing you now. This is awesome. Okay.
Zaki,
Well,
guys have a good day.
You too, man.
Dude.
Great to meet
Follow
you.
you on Twitter.
that was the most
that's
amazing
cool.
thing that's ever happened, Zaki.
Take care, guys. Have a good night.
That's awesome. Nice
I'm
to
glad
meet you
I
guys.
bumped into you guys.
Yeah.
That is
absolutely.
awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome to the United States of America.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, you never know what you're gonna get. Okay. I don't think this should be an hour-long vlog, or people get excited that it's going to be a whole hour of us running around,
And we are not
playing
running around.
badminton, or just talking about the mounted police.
Say we're just like, yo, the RCMP.
Tyler exposed me to the greatest thing
Dude.
that exists, but I feel like we might want to save it for like a
Yeah.
podcast or
Well,
a
we
future or
can't really
something.
do it on a podcast. I'll explain why later.
Okay, well, no, let's just talk about it now then.
Okay.
Tyler, I don't know how you got it. I don't know where you got it from. You could have got it from Madam or Heimbuck or from the newspaper. I don't know. Tyler discovered this thing. Let's give some examples.
Okay, I'm pulling it up right
Called, and here's why this is so funny, called Scan BC. And I don't know if it's facetious, but I don't think it is.
now. No, it's legit.
It's a legit thing where people scan the police radio. It's like a blotter. Do you know what a blotter is? B-L-O-T-T-E-R, a police blotter. If you have a town, look up your town, police blotter. And most towns, well, many towns, will have a thing where they tell you all the incidents police responded to. Not all of them, but they'll cherry pick some of the incidents that people happen to write down over the night, or whoever's working for the blotter. Some cities show everything because they'll have automated ones.
Mhm.
This one is apparently somebody listening to police radio, one or two people, or those ham radio operator type dudes or something, whoever's volunteering on this account, and they write down, they tweet out what Vancouver, BC, anywhere in BC.
Yeah. All of
Yeah.
it, Awesome.
That's right. Whatever he says is true.
You guys are so buff.
Yeah.
That's
They just
all
like,
over
yeah, they
British.
knew.
Yeah,
They
they're
just knew.
positive, dude.
They were super into
all
it.
over British Columbia. I discovered this from
All over British
Smodcast. I
Columbia.
want to give them credit.
Okay, so you got this from the Smodcast,
Yeah.
which is Kevin Smith's thing?
And Scott
okay.
Mosier, yeah.
So Tyler introduced me to Scan BC, and I was like, that doesn't sound funny at all.
Dude, it's the best.
And not every single one of them is funny. Some of them are like, police are responding to a fire in which a grandmother committed suicide, and you're like, no!
Yeah.
And the dog was injured. And you're like, no, not the dog. But most of them
They're so adorable, dude. Some of
end
them
up being
are-
hilarious, and Tyler reads them in his voice that now when now I'm following on Twitter, and I now read them in your voice, and here we go. Just give us some samples of what's going on up in British Columbia, the
Hashtag-
hotbed of crime.
Hashtag Vancouver. Fire is responding to West Kent Avenue and South Laurel Street for reports of a person playing with a lighter accidentally starting a brush fire.
No! No!
Yep.
Okay, where's the one with the stick?
I'm looking for it.
Okay, we're looking for it.
Oh, dude, this is my favorite one.
Okay,
though.
here.
Hashtag Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver!
Police are responding to 600 Industrial Avenue for a caller reporting an unknown male on his property using his barbecue.
No! No!
That was
Someone
good,
was
dude.
using another person's barbecue.
Okay.
This is breaky. This is hot.
Hashtag
this is
Vancouver.
news. Okay, hashtag Vancouver. More Vancouver. Okay.
Police are on scene at Kingsway and Knight Street with a drunk male that fell off his bicycle.
No! I like how they're on scene with him.
Okay, that one we can't read, but here's the good one.
Okay. Here's the good one.
Hashtag Vancouver. Police responding to reports of road rage where a driver stopped on the Burrard Bridge and struck a cyclist with a stick.
The driver stopped on the Burrard Bridge and struck a cyclist with a stick. That is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah,
okay, you look for another one. I just want to say this. Vancouver, Canada. I have an uncle who lives in Vancouver. Yeah, he has not talked to anyone in my family for several years.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know him.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Uncle Jeff, if you're out there, I just want to hang out with you. I just want hugs. All I wanted was an uncle to hug. Oh, wait, I have another uncle. I could hug him, I guess.
Hashtag Surrey. RCMP are responding to 72 Avenue and King George Boulevard for reports of a male taking his clothes off inside a McDonald's.
No! What's going on up in Canada?
Okay, my favorite one.
Okay. We're gonna end with this. We're gonna stand up and give it the respect it deserves. I love the RCMP, by the way, is Royal Canadian Mounted Police. So those are Mounties.
Hashtag Vancouver. Police are responding to Main Street and Cordova Street for a report of one female hitting another over the head with a TV remote.
Clearly a lot going on up there. Scan BC. What is the actual Twitter address?
It's at Scan BC.
At Scan BC. Scan CASCAN
BC.
BC. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Marty McFly's here. The 2015 version. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of humans. Yeah, McFly. I see what you did there.
That's what they were doing too. I think in 1980.
Hate it. Look at this. All these human beings. Okay, we've done it. The sun is all the way set. We've talked for 55 minutes and 50 seconds as of now.
Yeah.
And it's time to stop before it hits an hour, or otherwise people will think, they'll see an hour and think, oh man, they must have done something interesting.
And we did not.
No. This is what it's like. I think to hang out with us.
Probably.
Which is not great.
Yeah. Need to go before the drunks come out.
Yeah.
They're nocturnal that much.
So, I'm going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna go hang out with my fiance.
You're always doing that. Okay, fine. And what are you gonna do? You just gonna watch TV or?
Let me tell you what we're doing.
Okay, well look at this. We're in an 80s movie right now. Oh man, I don't know. This neighborhood doesn't seem very good. Well, it's fine, Justin. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't know. There could be street youths and hooligans and street youths. Ah! This is seriously like, if you put another brick wall right here, this is totally an 80s movie. It's like, I don't know, man. And the Ninja Turtles come and save you, and it's really awesome. They use the swears, probably. I don't know.
I'm going to watch Parks and Rec to answer the previous question.
All right, well, I'm going to go to Disneyland and maybe Periscope or...
Periscope it up, do you?
This probably won't get uploaded after midnight, though, since I'm going to Disneyland. It's like hours worth of video on the phone. Probably don't want to upload that on data. No. I have to do that quite a lot.
Data. That was very Paul McCartney.
I pay a lot of... I don't want to upload it on data. I paid quite a few quid to upload on data.
Upload it on data.
Upload it on data.
You do a much better, Paul.
John said let's upload it on data.
I just do a really good Bert. You know, like, come on, step in time. I'm not going to do it now, but
I just do the...
Just imagine
Big Bill Brunsey. He could play
Step in time. You know, I get the Cockney accent like that. Yeah. Perfect Dick Van Dyke Cockney accent.
I do like Cocky McCartney.
Cockney McCartney?
No, Cocky McCartney.
Just Cocky McCartney.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big Bill Brunsey.
All right, well, just by making it this far, and if you made it this far, please type into the comments, red leather velvet.
Yep, we'll know what you mean.
We'll know exactly what you mean. You've done your duty. You can go home and sleep
well.
And if you've really done your duty, get some Emerald bath tissue. They sponsored the show.
That's true. Pick it up at your local Rods.
And even though they haven't actually sponsored the show, I think now they're going to. You're still on the wrong side. I think now they're going to stay in the straight.
No.
Ah!